Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Precision Training Band. For today's workout, what you will need is a Pilates band. If you don't have one, you can use resistance tubing for most of these exercises. And the other thing you will need is a resistance loop. Now, I'm going to be using a medium tension loop, and I'm going to be putting it into a figure 8, okay? So I'm just basically crossing it over before I put my legs through the holes. That will make it considerably harder. So if you want to start off with, say, a light loop, then you might want to do that. But if you're super hardcore and you really want to go for it, maybe even use a heavy loop. So I've got a medium tension loop and a medium tension Pilates band. So if you don't have a loop, you can still do the majority of these exercises without, or even perhaps use some ankle weights, or if you have another Pilates band, tie a knot and make a loop out of it. Okay, so that's another option for you. But we will be trying to use both of them just for that really intense burn that we love to feel using the bands and the loops. So we're going to get started with some warm-up exercises where you won't need the loop. So just put that off to the side for now. And just grab your band. You might want to bunch up the ends. Just make sure that there's a little bit of tension on there, not too far apart. And all we're going to do is start step touching, and we're just going to figure eight the arms, really nice and easy. So throughout this warm-up, I want you to think about keeping all of your joints really nice and soft, and keeping your tummy pulled in, your shoulders are down and back, and you're just sinking low into those large fat-burning muscles in the lower body. Down and up, I'm just tapping my toe, step side to side, nice and gentle, just getting that circulation going and the blood pumping. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to start coming in front with the heels and up and down with the arms. So I've got a little bit of tension on that band, nothing too crazy, and just bringing my heels in front as if I'm sitting back into a chair, and just bring those arms up and down. Nice and easy to warm up, nothing tricky. Large range of motion, but then once we get into the exercises, you're going to see a lot of micro movements that get deep into the muscle fibers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to squat and up, and we're going to come across and across. So squat and up, and then just chop across to the side, warming up through the waistline. And you're sitting back as if you're sitting in a chair. And these movements are quite rapid because I want you to warm up quickly. Across and across. Always make sure your knees stay behind your toes on any of these squats or lunges. Really turn your waistline so that you're looking to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay static and turn your feet out, and we're just going to pulse through the lower body and go side to side. Twisting a little bit more now, holding those arms at chest height, pulling out slightly. Back and back, back and back. Warming up through the inner thighs as well as your waistline, and a bit of upper back as you're pulling out slightly on that band. Side and side. Keep going. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to do a similar move like we did before, but this time I want you to have a bit more tension, and we're going to pull down behind with the arms and kick our butt. Okay, so kick your butt as you pull down. So up and down with those arms, but this time we've got a bit of tension, so you should start feeling those shoulders engaging. And you're just picking up that heel as close as you can to your glutes, and that's going to get your hamstrings involved. Breathing through it. Elbows are down to the side. Pulling down as well as pushing up, as well as pulling out on the band, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to get the loop and we're going to do a few standing exercises. So as I said, we're going to figure 8 the loop. So you're going to turn it into a figure 8 and then I want you to put it on above your knee, okay? So make sure it's nice and flat, then pull out, get your other leg in there and try to flatten it out, but realistically it's going to keep curling up because of the nature of the loop. And that's okay. You don't need to worry about undoing it. If it does curl up, this is actually a really great way of keeping the loop in place. So you just want to make sure you're wearing leggings that aren't shiny so that it doesn't move around too much. Now grab your band and we're going to start coming to the side. We're going to start going out and then out and out. So you need to gauge tension on the band, then sit low and step wide. So you want to be feeling your arms and those outer thighs and your glutes. So it's side to side and side to side. Now maybe sit lower. I'm just anchoring my other arm at my chest because that just helps, but you don't even need to. You can just keep it in front like this and hold it static. A few more like this. And side to side. Are you feeling that loop yet? It really makes a difference. Step wide. 2 more sets and out. This is the last set and out. Nice job. So now what I want you to do is step on your band with 1 foot and then what we're going to do is bunch it all up and we're going to do some overhead shoulder presses at the same time as raising this leg. So I want you to keep your weight in the heels, your tummy in, slightly hinged forward, and now start to raise that leg and punch overhead. You need to make sure you've got enough tension on this band. Do you see how even at the bottom of the move, there is tension on there? Okay, make sure you don't cheat this. Your shoulders are able to take a lot more tension than you think. Up. So I'm shifting my weight from this side into this side as I lift that leg, and I'm making sure I'm leading this move with my outer thigh. Sinking back into my heels, keeping my shoulders down and back, and punching overhead. What we're going to do in a few more large range of motion like this is we're going to try and hold the leg up and pulse it while we do little punches overhead. So you might need to adjust your tension, and if you find it too wobbly, you can hold on with one hand maybe to a chair. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Now, get all your weight into this leg, adjust your tension, we're going to do tiny ones overhead, and we're going to keep the leg up and pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Are you punching up? Punch up overhead. They're tiny ones. So your leg is high. You should feel that tension on the outer thigh. And if you need to, just do the arm, or if you need to, just do the leg, okay? So it's up to you. Find a way of doing this. Balance challenge. Should feel a burn in here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, we're doing the same thing to the other side. So remember, step on that, test it. Is that enough tension? And keep your legs nice and wide. Weight is in the heels, tummies are in, shoulders are down and back. And then start to lift that leg. Maybe point the toe. Make it look pretty. And you're shifting back into that squat each time. So slow and controlled to start. Now my arm isn't coming all the way down like this, okay? I'm going up and part of the way down. Up and part of the way down. So you need to control it on the way up and on the way down. Make sure your kneecap is to the front. And if you're doing this right, you should be feeling all the way up into that muffin top area. Up. Up. Pushing overhead. If the loop ever starts cutting into you and you need to adjust it, then definitely do that. So you're coming into a squat down here. I want you to never be fully upright, okay? There's always bent knee happening on this supporting leg. 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. So readjust, maybe adjust that loop. Tummy's in, weight is in the heel. We're going to test it, maybe release the band a little bit. We're going to do those punches. Okay, point that toe, deep breath in, deep breath out, and start punching overhead. Now one side might be tougher to balance than the other, and that's quite normal. And if you want to put your hand out, you can definitely do that to help you balance. Punch overhead, tiny ones. You've got a lot of resistance on that band, and get your leg up high enough to really feel this outer thigh, outer hip, oblique area. Weight is in the heel of the supporting leg. Supporting leg is bent, and remember, this is your option, or this, without falling over. Or all of it, all together. And if you need to ever drop the band and just go like this, or maybe use a light hand weight, you can definitely do that. I can't pick up my band now, so we're just gonna have to finish like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to do a couple of biceps exercises. So what I want you to do now is step on the front with your front leg and come into a lunge. Now, some people might prefer to put the loop underneath the knee for this one on the front leg. Up to you if you want to do that. So now you need to bunch it up, because what we're going to be doing is biceps curling as we lunge down, okay? So I'm going to turn sideways. So we're going to lunge and up, lunge and up. So you need to make sure that you're feeling this in the biceps. You should once again have full tension so that even on the down, there is not that loose noodle shape happening, okay? Down and up. Hinge forward slightly so that you are keeping a flat back. Hinge forward slightly so you're keeping a flat back, and your weight is mostly in the heel of the front leg. Down and up, down and up. Keep your legs far enough apart to really create that extra tension with the loop. 6 more, 5, these are hammer curls, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it down, maybe choke up a little bit, and just tiny ups, tiny ups, tiny ups. Keep the weight in the heel of the front leg, holding that isometric tension, hinging forward, tiny ups and ups. Come on. This should be burning that front glute and your biceps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go. Okay, so we're switching sides now, so readjust that. And you might want to put the loop underneath the knee on the leg that's going to be in front, so we're switching sides. This time, we're going to do wide curls out to the side. If these are ever uncomfortable for you, go back to hammer curls or even try to turn your wrists so it's a normal biceps curl. So what we're going to do is come out to the side. So my elbows are going to be into my waist, and we're going to come down and up, out to the side, down and up. Make sure there's enough space in between those legs to feel the tension of the loop. Come down as low as you can and really load the weight into the heel of the front leg. Hinge forward slightly, that's going to help you keep the weight in the heel, but make sure your back is flat here. And all the way up, but only part of the way down. You're out wide, wide. Don't come up towards your chest, come up towards your shoulders. Up and up. Come on, are you feeling this? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay down, bunch it up if you want to, keep it wide, elbows are in, and we're gonna push up and up. Now, are you low? Are you feeling the glute of the front leg burning? I hope so. Are your legs wide enough? Make sure that you have around 90-degree angles there. Up and up towards the shoulder, never releasing all the way down. Up and up, hinge forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, now bring that loop above the knees again on both sides. You can adjust it a little bit if you want to. We're going to do one last standing exercise, then we're going to move to the mat. So now put your foot back onto that, and we're just going to do triceps. Okay, so you won't need the other one, but if you want to make sure that it doesn't slip out under, you can hold the other end like this with the other hand, and it may also help you for balance, okay? So what we're going to do is hinge forward like we just did, and we're just going to pull our arm up with our elbow up to the ceiling. At the same time, we're going to try and lift the back leg, okay? So you find the right tension, hinging forward, and it's up, and it's up. Try to keep the back leg straight, point the toe, really hinge forward here, okay? Now if you need to hold onto a chair with one hand, you can. And if you prefer not to hold onto this, you don't have to. You can keep your hand on your waist, for example. You're keeping your arm close by your side, and you're trying to just bring the entire shape of the arm up at the same time, okay? Don't break at the elbow. Up. Now the front leg here is burning too. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, come on, 3, 2, and 1. Now rest for a second. So what we're doing next is a little burnout. Instead of up, we're going to go bend, press, and at the same time we're going to pulse the leg. Are you ready for this? This is going to burn. If you need to release a little bit more, you can. Hinge forward, bring your elbow up, so we're going to press from that point, just little ones out, and we're going to bring our leg up. Bend, press, squeeze that glute. Up, up. They're tiny micro movements. Up and up. So you're balancing here, but if this does not work for you, hold onto a chair with this other hand. Up and up, up and up. 8, 7, slow count. 6, 5, come on. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Ouch, ouch, shake out your arm. Okay, we're doing that to the other side, and then we're down on the mat. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be any easier. Okay, so remember, stand on that. Then test it. We're doing straight arms first. Hinge forward. You can either leave that or just hold on to it. Deep breath in, and as you blow out, hinge forward. Weight is in the heel of the supporting leg, and we're going to go up. Up. So your arm is in by your side. Don't let it flare out. Your palm is up to the ceiling, and you're looking down at the mat, keeping your neck in nice alignment with your spine. You are squeezing that glute and really trying to keep the leg as straight as you can, pointing the toe up, up. There is tension on my band, even on the down. I want you to pull and then pull harder. So you're under tension and then going higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this front leg is feeling it like crazy. Now, bend, press, and pulse that leg. Deep breath in through the nose. Are you ready? Get into position and hover the leg, squeeze the glute, and bend, press the arm. It's tiny. It's a tiny motion. Maybe bend the front leg a little bit. It's a tiny bend, press. Come on. Weight is in the heel of the front leg. Get that back leg up, squeeze the glute, squeeze the tricep, keep the arm in close to your side, bend pressing, and just squeezing that glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to let you just get some life back into those arms. Across and across, across and across, and then down the back, bend, down the back, and bend. Okay, we're going onto the mat and we're going to be doing some abs exercises as well as more lower body. So we're actually going to keep that loop exactly where it is. So if you want to, you can try to unravel it a little bit and put it back into as flat a position as you can get it. And we're going to start off holding our band, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and C curving. So you want to create this shape where your chest is coming forward, your belly button's pulled in, and you're curving through your spine. We're going to hold onto that band, holding the ends, so there's a little bit of tension. And we're just going to roll down and come up. Roll down and come up. Now I want you to anchor your feet here. Anchor them. Down and come up. Down and come up. Now as you come up, down, overhead and stretch. Down, overhead and stretch. So you're curving and arching slightly. Down, push slightly behind with those arms. There's tension on the loop. Overhead and stretch. Keep your feet anchored, at least your heels. Down, overhead and stretch. Now we're going to come down, overhead and stretch to the side. It's down, overhead and turn. Down, overhead and turn. Down, overhead and turn. A few more like this. These are the large range of motion ones, and they're not too bad. 4 more sets. And turn. Down, turn. This is 3. Down, turn. This is 2. Slightly pull out on that band at all times to utilize your shoulders and your arms. This is the last one. Down and up. Now, deep breath in, blow the air out, keep your hands there, just push back and hold it. Isometric hold. Blow the air out. Come on, hold it there. This is going to shake pretty soon. Try to keep your feet down, make sure they're far enough apart so there's some tension on that loop. Come on, blow out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Deep breath in. Blow out. And now just push over to the side and hold it. Hold it. A bit of tension on the loop. Blow all the air out. Come on. Feet are anchored. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Other hand is to the back and you're just twisting to the back and you're just holding it. Now if you cannot be far down, then stay up here. But I need you to C-curve and just hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Yes, that's a good burn, isn't it? Okay, we're going to come back down, and this time we're going to come down, and as we come up, we're going to lift the leg. Down and lift. Down and lift. So at the moment, our legs are bent, and as we come up, we're pushing against the loop with that knee. So we're involving our lower abs, and we're also twisting through the obliques. Continue to twist. Blowing out on the up, across, across. Try to get that knee up and across. Go for 8, 7, and 6. Keep twisting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Deep breath in, let the tension out. C-curve down again. This time we're just going to stay up here and go side to side, and we're going to march the legs. So it's up and up, up and up, up and up, side to side, march the legs. Make sure there's tension on the loop, sideways and up and down, side and side. March the legs, down and down. It's a figure 8 arms, down and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're going to lie all the way down. You can put your head all the way down if you like, and we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop. You don't need the band for now. Just bring your hands down to the mat, and we're going to tap down and tap down. And really feel that resistance on the leg that's going towards you. You should really feel that resistance. And you might feel a bit of hip flexor. That's totally normal. Just keep your tummy in and make sure there's no gap between your back and the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Come back to tabletop, grab your band again, and we're going to bunch up the ends. Make sure there's some nice tension on there. We're going to straighten our legs this time. So this time I want you to blow out all the air and just keep your arms up in front, and then start to walk your legs. You're not going to be able to get all the way down. Make sure your legs are wide enough apart, and go up and down with straight legs. Try really, really, really hard to push your belly button into your spine and keep that back against your mat. Walking, walking, straight legs. Come on. If you can't do this, keeping your shoulders up, then just lie all the way down again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down for a second. We're going to just hover one leg, and we're going to push upwards with this resistance band. So breathe in, breathe out, come up, hover the back leg and push up and up. Tiny crunches. Up and up, up and up, up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie down with the upper body. We're going to just hover that leg. Deep breath in, deep breath out through the mouth, and hover it. Now, the lower you get the back leg to the mat, the harder this is going to be. I'm trying to keep a really big gap in between my two legs, pushing my spine into the mat. Arms are just relaxed here, just hover it. Hover it. That should be shaking. This is all lower abs. Come on, keep your legs straight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Now we're pushing up with this leg in front. Deep breath in through the nose. Come out and then push and hover the other leg. It doesn't have to be all the way down. Just keep them straight. Push up and up, up and up. Blow out as you come up and up. 8, 7, 6. If you need to bend, 5. That's your option. 3, 2, and 1. Come down. We're going to hover it. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hover. Hover. Both legs are straight. Push your spine into the mat. Only bring this leg down as far as you can without making a gap there. Just hover it and really pull your lower belly in here. Straight legs, come on. If you can't be down here, stay up here. A few more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Roll yourself up, and we're just going to move this loop down towards our ankles. If you want to, you can untwist it a little bit. And we're going to make a diamond shape, opening up our legs like a diamond and grabbing our band again, making sure there's some tension on there. And just start off with holding your arms in front and pulling up. So you're just getting that feel for this exercise. You should be feeling your inner thighs here, but you're also still working your lower abs. We're going to start moving across and across the legs as we're lifting. Now make sure they're wide enough apart so you're still feeling that tension horizontally, and then anchor that little toe on the ground so that you can pull up against the tension of that loop. Figure 8 arms, obliques, obliques, inner thighs, lower abs. Up and up, up and up. We're going to hold on one side and we're going to do teensy tiny pulses. Okay, so be happy for this large range of motion because they're not as bad. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up for a second. Deep breath in. Breathe out. C-curve back. Keep that diamond shape. We're going to stay over one side. Pulse up and come down. Now I want you high with that leg. Twist tiny pulses. They're not big. Up and up. Keep your leg turned out. 8, 7, 6, come on. 5, twist it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Deep breath in. C-curve back. Bring the other leg up and pulse up as you twist down. Pulse up. The shape of that leg, it's a diamond shape. It's bent and turned out. Come on. Blow out the air and really twist that waist. Up and up. They're tiny motions. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. We're not done with that. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to do this. A little kind of clam teaser turnout situation. Bring your hands towards your ankles, and it's all about control here. In, in, in. Now if you want to, extend your legs more so they just have a little bend in the knee. In. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now a last little thing. Straighten your legs for a second. Last little thing for the abs, and then we're moving on. Deep breath in. All the air out. Just hold your arms. Bring your legs up and tiny, tiny pulses just with the legs in and in. Hold them up. They're turned out. Tiny. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, put down your band and we're lying back down. So get comfortable here. And now we're going to put our loop back above our knees and we're going to work a bit of thighs as if we haven't done that enough already. So try and get it flat if you can. Okay, so now I want you to turn your feet out and keep them really straight. Then hover the back leg down a little bit. It doesn't have to be all the way. Now I'm just doing this because I'm crazy and I want to work more abs. If you do not want to, you can put your toe down like this, and that's your option, okay? And all we're going to do is down and up with the front leg. So if you're hovering, down and up. It's up to you how low you want to hover. I'm just keeping mine about 45 degrees or even 30 degrees because I'm actually focusing on this top leg. So my main point is to keep the toe turned out, and I'm going down and up, feeling all of the inside of my thigh there. Down and up. Really breathe, down and up. And this is your option. Okay, if you want to focus more on that leg or maybe even get larger range of motion like this, then keep the other leg down. It's up to you, they're both effective. Otherwise hover for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm just going to bend and stretch. I'm going to bring my toe down and tap the knee of my hovering leg. Then I'm going to stretch, and I'm stretching to the side. And there's a gap in between my legs, so there is tension on this loop horizontally, okay? There's tension horizontally, but there's also tension vertically because I'm keeping this leg lower. So you need to create your own resistance. If you're not feeling this loop, then you need a tighter loop or a heavier loop, okay? Or if you're super advanced, put on some ankle weights. Don't let this become easy. It's up to you to make your workout tough. Down and up, down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to circle it. Now this other leg is going to circle kind of inadvertently. You can't stop it from doing it. It just wants to naturally kind of circle as you're circling this leg. But try to focus on this top leg. Keep your belly button pulled in and keep that leg straight and turned out. Point the toe, circle, circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you need to put that down, circle the other way. Circle the other way. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Last little bit. We're nearly switching sides. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Did you feel that? Especially in the hip flexor area. We're switching sides. So both legs up. If you want to adjust your loop, you can. This time I'm hovering my front leg, turning both knees out, and I'm just going to come in and in. So I like to actually keep my shoulders up slightly. It engages my upper abs, but also so I can look at you more easily. So you don't have to do this. You can lie all the way down. Once you see the exercise, just listen for my cues for the transitions and just keep going. Down and up, down and up. So remember, your legs are slightly parted, so you've got that horizontal tension, and then you've got that vertical tension too, and this is your option. Keep the leg bent. Tiny little ones. It's precision training. You don't need to have big range of motion movements to make that muscle burn. You just need the positioning, so this turning out and this creating that tension between the two legs is really sculpting that muscle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm coming down and out, down and out. So once again, wide. I'm actually bringing my toe out on a diagonal. And if you're down here, then you can still tap your toe to your knee, keeping that big tension on the loop and straightening all the way out so that it's completely straight behind the knee. Down and up, down and up. Come on. Keep going. You did it on the other side. Just breathe through it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if you ever need to just kind of shake out your hips, wiggle a little bit and come back into position, you can. Remember the turnout, little circles. Doesn't matter which direction because we're going to switch it halfway through. Tiny circles. It's okay if the bottom leg circles a bit too. And this is your option. So much better to have that foot down. Stabilizes everything. So much easier, I should say. Oh, that's a good burn in the inner thigh a little bit, in the outer thigh, in the front of the thigh, and definitely that hip flexor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're reversing that circle. Now, if this is not working for you, you can bend the leg, and that's going to take a lot of the hip flexor out of it. It's going to make it a lot easier. Or just take off the loop. You're still going to feel this even without the loop. Around and around, around and around. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, just to release that a little bit, we're just going to come up like this, squeeze your glutes, and you should really feel that hip flexor opening up. That feels good. Okay, we're going to do some inner thighs. So roll yourself up and bring your loop down the bottom again. And we're going to start off around the ankles, and we're going to come down onto our elbows. Okay, so just rest here. If you don't like this position, you can lie all the way down. What we're going to do is come up and just open. Knees in and then out. Knees in and then out. So I'm keeping my feet really far apart so that there's a lot of tension. And even on the in, my feet are apart enough to have that tension. So I'm getting inner thigh and outer thigh here. I'm tapping my knees, I'm bringing it open. Open wide. Open wide. So I've got my legs bent at the moment, all the way. Really open and then press in. So you're closing with control. You're never just allowing your legs to kind of come in really easily. You're thinking as if you're squeezing something, blow all the air out and come in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want to, you can come up onto your hands, and that's going to make it even tougher. We're going to have that same diamond shape position that we had before, a little bend in the knee, and we're going to come up and up. Now, we're starting with just taps like this, but then I want you to start going across and across. Okay, so it's like a circle. So you're keeping that tension and you're circling. You really need to turn out here and make sure you're circling around and around, keeping that diamond shape, okay? I know it's not easy, but we can do this. A few more, then we're going to anchor one of the legs and do some little pulses, which I know you're super excited about. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anchor the leg. Turn this leg out. Pulse it up. Oh my goodness. Pulse it up. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now get your heel into the loop and we're going to push away. Push away. Keep it turned out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was hard. Okay, we're doing the other side. Just 6 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now anchor the back leg. Keep the diamond shape. Pulse it up. Pulse it up. Come on. Pulse it high. Turn it out. This one doesn't feel quite as bad because it had a bit of a break, so it's getting extra reps, okay? So it's got to burn just as much. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now get your heel into the loop and press away. Bend, press. Bend, press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Youch. Now put both of the loops around the heels, or actually more in the instep. And we're going to finish off coming back on our elbows, and we're doing that same exercise we did before, but this time it's more of a fluid, almost like a figure 8 motion. It's in and out. It's in and out. And you're really keeping those feet far apart, in and out, in and out. Come on. This is large range, then we've got one more set of pulses, and we're done within the thighs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep it out, and we're going to do tiny little in and outs with full tension on the loop. So your knees are coming together and out, but they're tiny, and you've got that full tension all the way out. So it's an out and out, out and out. Squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull. Come on, you can do this. Come on, a few more. 8, 7, 6, open those knees. 5, 4, keep your legs wide. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, let's just stretch the inner thighs a little bit. Get some life back in there. That feels nice. Point and flex, point and flex. Okay, we're going to do a little bit for the upper body to finish, and then some stretching, and we're done, okay? So I want you to put the loop around your wrists. Now I'm sitting cross-legged. If you prefer to, you can kneel, you can sit on a chair. My main point is that I want to start getting some resistance going outwards. So just start pulsing. You've got a bent, slightly bent elbow, your shoulders are down and back, and just push out and out with your wrists. Out and up, out and out. We're going to do 4 going upwards and 4 coming back down. A few more singles here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and back down. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit up tall. 3 and 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. 3 more sets. 3 and 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Last one. 3 and 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Actually, this is the last one. 3 and 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Ouch. Did you feel that on the outside here? Definitely a good burn. Now I want you to anchor this against your shoulder, and we're going to hold on and we're going to pull out. So it's going to be like a tricep. So your palm is going to be facing towards the back, your elbow is up to the ceiling, and you're going to be pulling out, squeezing the back of your arm. So it's up and out. Your arm is going to be at shoulder height, but I want you to press down on this shoulder here. Okay, so it's out. It's out. Squeeze the top of your arm. Sit up tall. No slouching in the shoulders. Out. And out. Out. And out. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to this side, so anchor that. And remember, your elbows up to the ceiling, up and up, up and up. So really think top of the arm. You're squeezing the top of the arm. You're trying to keep that whole top portion static, and you're only moving from the elbow to your hand. Up, squeeze, squeeze. You can still do this with a resistance band if you don't have a loop. That will still work. Up, come on, a few more. Really squeeze. Your other hand is under tension holding that loop as well, so you're getting a bit of bicep work there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, roll those shoulders. Now just loop it around one foot, and you can either sit like this or you can keep your foot in, whatever you prefer, and you can either bend your leg or you can keep it straight. It just depends on how heavy your loop is. And we're going to do some biceps, so we're just going to come in and out, slow and controlled. So now I notice that my loop is actually quite heavy, so I'm going to bend my leg. I'm going to make sure that I control. I'm controlling on the way down, okay? Controlling on the way down. I'm not just going in and out. Controlling. In. In. If this is hurting your hand, you might want to wear some lifting gloves or even just wrap a face washer or a hand towel around it. In. Or some socks. Just wrap some socks around there, whatever you got handy. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do an isometric hold. Breathe in, breathe out, hold. Just hold it, hold it. So this needs to be super tough. You should feel that bicep and it's rock hard. If not, move that foot away. Okay, it's got to be under super, super duper tension. Should even be shaking a bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release slowly, and we're going to the other side. If you want to do this with your band, you can. You just loop your band around and grip onto that. So once again, you gauge it and in. In. Biceps curl. So I want you to think about really bringing that in with control and then letting go very slowly. You're not just releasing, in and release. You're coming in slowly, out slowly. And one side is always a bit weaker, so my legs are like all the way up here. But just try to keep training in the same way, with the same amount of resistance on both sides. And eventually your weaker side will catch up, okay? You might just have to do more reps on that side to make it stronger. Your dominant side is always going to be stronger, unfortunately. That's why we work single sides like this, because this will help you to work out any imbalances. Make sure you're sitting up straight, your spine is straight here. Doesn't matter what you do with this leg, as long as you have got that tension for 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And for the last thing, release that for a second. Deep breath in, breathe out, hold it in, and just hold that isometric hold. Hold, hold. This is the last thing, and then we're stretching. Come on, you should feel that. It should be hard as rock. Just keep holding that. Keep holding that. Come on, come on. Just breathe. It's lactic acid. That's what's building up there. That's what's burning. But it's only acid. So mind over matter. You can do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Nice job. Let's stretch that out straight away. Ah, that feels good. And other side. Straightening that out. And we're just going to use our band to stretch the upper body. So come up and really stretch behind. And then come over and over. That feels nice. And up and across. All the way. And then just bring it behind and come up maybe lean over. If you want to flip your palms, pull out. And then back up. And then back out. And then back up. And I like to just bring my legs together, hands behind the knees, and pull back on my spine, opening up through the shoulder blades. Then switch the hand on top and behind. And legs together for inner thighs, just open out, press down, releasing those hips. And just come on the side and heel to the glutes. Up overhead. And then switch that. Up overhead. Really stretching that out. Then come back into a cross-legged position and just reach in front, stretching your glutes. And then if you can, pick up this leg and just bring it in towards your chest, and you should feel a more intense stretch in your glutes and your outer thighs there and your hips. And then bring the other leg in front and again stretch forward. And then pick that leg up and cradle it, and one of the sides is always going to be tighter. This is my tight side, so I really have to cradle that in. And if this is no good for you, then don't do it. Just stick with the first stretch. And then one more for inner thighs, because we did work them hard. Coming forward again, just to your low point. If you feel it here, stay there. And then just bring your legs together, flex your feet and chest towards your thighs for your hamstrings. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Precision Training Band. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next segment.